WorldwideEntertainmentTV.com, aka WWETV.
I didn't do nothing. I'm charged with being in concert with some guys. But where they at? Why me? Because I'm Tupac? No, I'm not angry at them. I'm angry at the system. I don't want nobody else to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to go to jail for something.
Why am I the only one in court right now? Why is the cameras all on me? And in the report and all these charges, I didn't do nothing. I'm charged with being in concert with some guys. Well, where they at? Why me? Because I'm Tupac. No, I'm not angry at them. I'm angry at the system. I don't want nobody else to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to go to jail for something I didn't do. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to be the scapegoat.
Yeah, 12 days to be exact.
12 days.
I got the call that it was official 2 days before my birthday. I got the call November 18th.
What a birthday present.
Right.
I know, that's awesome. That is awesome.
$40 million behind this young man right here, man.
Yeah, man.
Is that
I know, don't you wish you could have got all that 40 mil? Be like, cut me that damn 40 million check.
I'm not tripping, though. See,
I'm just kidding.
Nah, like,
but not really.
I'm just trying to get myself to where I can get 40 mil. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to use this as a platform to get 40 mil in a couple years. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a nice launching pad.
Like hundreds of people there, just all this camera. They like, it just happened so fast. You know what I'm saying? It's like I never forget it. We walk in the prison scene. You know what I'm saying? I walk down that hallway, make a right. I'm looking. I'm like, oh my God, this is real.
This shit is real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is happening right now. Like, I got the wardrobe on. I got the prison shit. I got the messed up cut. All that.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, wow. Like this is happening. I'm saying everybody looking at me, smiling, and it's just people working and moving, and walkie-talkies is going off. I'm like, man, this is wow. Like, I can't believe this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then up until the point when I sat in that chair, and Hill Harper come and sit down, and I'm like, bruh, are you serious right now? Like, and it's like a camera here, it's a camera there, it's a camera. It's like all these lights. I'm like, man, this is a true.
And you know what's great about that? What you just said, because I seen the movie a couple of times already during the editing process, and I'm gonna tell you right now, brother, when you look at that scene you talking about, you cannot tell that that's your first time, being on set.
Right.
Major motion picture.
Right.
Cameras, lights, like you said, everything is, all eyes is on you, literally.
Just taking the good, taking the bad. Mostly good for me.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And another amazing thing that a lot of people don't know, and they will know soon, but they gonna hear first at the dinner club, is your pops actually produced one of Pac's records.
Yeah, my pops produced Toss It Up.
Toss It Up.
Yeah.
Featuring KC and JoJo and Danny Boy and Aaron Hall. Yeah, one of Pac's last records.
Yeah, that was the last video that he dropped, right? That, with him in it.
That and then To Live and Die in LA came out.
Okay.
Right after that.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's amazing right there. What are the chances?
Right, that's what's so crazy. And the cool thing about it is, like, I never even told my pops that I was auditioning for this. So the whole story to this is my boy Herm, he was the one that convinced me to do it. They had this big old...
Shout out to Herm.
Yeah.
That's the homie. I give him love every time I see him, because literally if it wasn't him pushing you, we might not be here right now.
Right, for real. You know what I'm saying? So, like, man, it was the big calling. You know what I'm saying? They had this national thing, website and all that. Submit your Tupac audition with a picture and a video up to their website, along with submitting to your Facebook and your YouTube. So, man, I waited till like the last day, I told him first of all I wasn't gonna do it. Then I was like I would do it, and then I was procrastinating the whole time. And I waited till like the last day, and I'm like, all right, come on, let's do it.
Man, you beat out a lot of dudes, man, to get this role, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, I had cats all in my DM, man, auditioning for me. Like recording themselves. You know what I'm saying? Putting the bandana on, putting the mock tattoos on.
Right. And a lot of people, man, and just like known actors went out. I was fortunate to see a little bit of some glimpse of something, but like a lot of people went out of the way.
It's
like,
a couple
really
big names that I'm not gonna put on the air right now that went out for this role and didn't get it.
Yeah, man. So I mean, that's a blessing, man. And it's like, like
blessings on blessings.
Yeah, like you told me, man. It's God's destiny for me, and nothing.
Oh, absolutely. You was handpicked from this role before you even decided to do it. That's the irony of it. You was playing with it like I may not.
Right.
But it was already in the cards for you.
Yeah, definitely. Especially how everything came out, man.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, just full circle. Angela what I'm saying, I was going to Angela Gibbs' school as a kid, not even knowing, not wanting to be an actor, going with Herm, and then all these years later, Herm would be the one who convinced me to, you know what I'm saying, go for this role. And then, not only that, I ended up with Angela Gibbs as my coach. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
Like, you know what I mean? And then my father being the one who produced for Tupac.
Right.
And like I was gonna say, when I submitted the video on Facebook, I wasn't even telling my that red. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much.
I didn't even tell my pops that I was auditioning. I just submitted it on Facebook, and he forwarded it to LT, and that's how that happened.
Man, when LT first showed me the picture with you, the peripheral, she with the bandana on.
Right.
I think this was when I first moved back to LA, so this got to be 2013. You know,
So we just moved here.
Absolutely. When I seen the picture, I said, keep it real. I said, LT, if he can act, that's the one right there. I said, if he can act, that's the one right there.
Yeah, because you can look like somebody, but it doesn't mean that you can act.
And that was always my main thing. Can he act and capture some of the essence? Right. You know what I mean? And bring that forth on screen. Did
you get any visits from Tupac? Not visits, but do you feel like playing him in a movie, did you feel like you related to him in some areas, and were there anything that you took from that experience as far as connection with him?
Definitely. Not like visits, but like almost connected to the point where I damn near feel like we was like, I don't want to sound crazy, like brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I understood his life in a full, you know what I'm saying, like realm now. You know what I'm saying? Like before it was just like, okay, that's Tupac, and you heard the stories and you might have seen some of the interviews, but the deeper I dove into it, the more I read, the more I spent like nights where I went to sleep literally to his interviews. Like every single night I would go to sleep to the Christmas interview, you know what I'm saying, of his on MTV. And by the time I got to, you know what I'm saying, to set and filming, it was to the point where it's like, yo, I felt like I had damn near went through some of the stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it caused kind of a small friction of a sort with the directors and the, you know what I'm saying, the producers.
And your acting coach.
Yeah, and my acting coach. Because I'm like, nah.
You probably became Tupac. It was some of your mannerism probably was Pac, and be like, you know what, he on his Pac shit today.
I'm like, y'all wrong about this. Like, I wouldn't be cool with this. I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I'm talking like I mean, in character. You know what I'm saying? Like, man.
And that's what I loved about you when I first got to the set finally, and I first got a chance to meet you and see how really passionate you was about this shit. This wasn't just another gig, and I was happy that you were a newbie, so to speak. You were a new actor, because I felt like a seasoned actor or actor that has had experience, this might have just been another job for him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I mean, you can ask Angela. When I told her this, I'm like, man, this is not that at all, not even in the slightest. You know what I'm saying? You do this has to be great. And I didn't approach it as with nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like, going into this job, it got to be great, and it got to be respected, and it got to be portrayed to the utmost. You know what I'm saying? I can't half-ass this at all. There's no way in the world. There's one person on ever that's gonna do, you know what I'm saying, a movie about it. Got to be done right about Pac. Period.
Without a doubt, 1000%.
You know I got to throw something on there.
Come on, Angela.
I have my show already, but it be just, I'm here, so no.
She gonna come in and
she got an open door policy up here, so you might hear again. And it ain't always gonna have to do with the All Eyes on Me or acting. She might just stop through.
That's
she got something to motherfucking say.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's how people
I just gotta say, on Demetrius' behalf, man, I never said this to you, but there was a time when I went up to your spot and we were working, and I promise you, I didn't say nothing to him because I didn't want to ruin it. I didn't want to mess with it, but I had a chill that went through me. The way you were dressed, the way you were sitting, the way you were looking, you know, the eye contact. I felt like Demetrius had left the building, and Pac, I felt like I was sitting there with Pac across from Pac.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I saw it, felt it. And then there was another time, I won't go too deep because we have our private, confidential stuff, but I want to just say this. There was a time I saw tears in his eyes because he was feeling his pain so much.
Yeah,
as the actor. And he said, I just want to honor this man. So I'm going to cry thinking about it. So that's all I got to say. Peace.
I know that's right.
But that's real though.
That's real talk, Angela.
Nah, but like, I know exactly what night she's talking about. Like, that was real. You know what I'm saying? And it was because, like, and that's, I was defending him. It almost made me feel like, I don't want to say it was me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, y'all y'all can't do him like this. You know what I'm saying? And that's what was so important to me, is like almost to bring light to the truth of who he was and how he got to be who he was. Because everybody just got this perception of Pac like he was wild, crazy, and you know what I'm saying, you know,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
He
did have that side
because he is a Gemini.
But the other twist of the story is that the other side to the story is that what did it take to get him there? What happened? What were the courses of life that he had to go through to get there? And my homeboy told me a quote, and I'll never forget it, and it goes perfect with this. People will always judge you by your choices, but they will never know what options you had to choose from. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's
so
right,
real.
brother. Don't drop that science at the dinner club now, Meech. You gonna have these people try to check you out now.
He got some wisdom.
This boy's smart.
Cause that's what we about up here, man. You are what you eating up here. You eating that good food, man.
And you eating that good knowledge.
He just dropped something real heavy right there, man. You know what I mean? You can't judge a man until you know what he's dealing with, and that's one thing we talked about too on set. You know, you was emphatic about making sure it was understood what made him tick, so to speak. Right, and I think this movie does that somewhat. You know what I mean? It doesn't give you 100% because we'll never know all his thoughts. Right. But it does give you an insight on what made Pac. So you don't get caught up in the fact that, you know, he had days when you look at him and you be like, yo, that nigga gotta be crazy. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they used to say. You know, one of Vibe magazine's highest selling covers was him in a straitjacket. Right. You know, and the title was "Is He Crazy?" Right. You know, because everybody during that time just thought he was just wild and reckless, and
that's what a lot of people don't know. And like I bring this up to a lot of people, especially like people that's like, oh, you know, avid, you know what I'm saying, crazy Tupac fans. It's like, okay, well, do you know who he was and how he was at 18? Go watch Pac at 18. You know what I'm saying? Go watch that innocent kid and how he was talking and what he was talking about and how he cared about his people and people of all. You know what I'm saying? And you tell me how you think he just got from point A of that, you know what I'm saying, being cool and calm, collective, and you know what I'm saying, regular innocent kid to this, is he crazy guy? You know
but crazy is good. I think crazy is good. That's the problem. People don't want to be insane. But when you say the word insane, that means inside you are really sane in your own sanity, in your own understanding, and others may not understand it, and that's why they call it crazy, because it doesn't make sense to them. Right, but it's good.
I think overall he was just one of the most misunderstood men to ever. You know what I'm saying?
Most crazy people are misunderstood.
He talked about a minute ago about, you know, how sometimes it might have caused a problem with somebody else, you know, director, coach, or whatever. But let me say this: I learned a lot. As in every experience, every exchange, you should learn something. And when you said defend, that's really what was going on. Sometime was he was living and walking in his shoes. We were not. We were guiding and, you know, trying to get something that looked a certain kind of way, but there was a point in time where he would say, you just got to trust you, Answer, that you gave me what I needed, because he was living it. The pulse was coming through him. And I did have to learn how to back up and say, he's defending Pac. Right. He's defending his right to be this way right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Whether I agree or not. And that's where the collaboration and the freedom has to be. Because Pac was that way. Pac was like, I'm doing it this way.
He was a free thinker.
That's where the small conversations came, was because I was in this, like, you know what I'm saying, the sense of like, yo, man, you can't have me like this. This don't feel, or if it didn't feel, or if I didn't believe that it was organic to how he would have handled a situation or went about doing something or whatever, I'm saying, and it caused immediate frustration with me. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Like, I witnessed it.
I understand.
We were all there.
I understand people saying, okay, well, you know, for theatrical purposes, we want you to do it this way, but it's like, man, it gotta feel real for me. You know what I'm saying? I know his story. I didn't engulf myself in his life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm damn near walking and defending, you know what I'm saying, his everything that's going on.
And that's good that you say that, because even myself being there and having the chance to watch it on camera, it would be days where I'd be like, damn, that was good. Like, it touched me, you know what I mean? And I'm saying that because I'm a hard critic. Right. Doesn't matter who's in front of the camera. And I was just like, this is going to be a good movie, because if a scene, you know what I mean, that's not all the way edited with the music and the emotion behind it, you know what I mean? Right, if it can catch you in the moment, then to me, I felt like that was a good sign. I was like, wow, people are going to be really moved at the end of the movie.